Good morning, everyone. It's me, Michelle Wood-Lavis. It is the morning after Mother's Day, and I got to sleep in today, which I always cherish. But I am home with my son today, here where I live in Exeter, where my son goes to school. On Mondays, he does only 1 hour of school on Zoom. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to your kids still being home, or maybe they're back at school, or maybe they're at school part of the time and you're home still because you have to be home with your kids and they're hungry and you need to figure out something for breakfast, but you don't want to mess up your whole kitchen, right? Right. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Well, I have not tried this out yet, but you guys all know I cook pretty often, so I thought I would explore the idea of making breakfast today in my Micro Pro Grill. So what I'm going to do, I have like some random things. I haven't been to the store yet because I've been, basically working all week. I went to the store the other day just to get the things to try out making my enchilada casserole or lasagna in the Micro Pro Grill. So I just grabbed a few things when I was there the other day. So I was looking around and I have some just Canadian bacon. I have potatoes. I almost always have onions and jalapenos in my refrigerator because I make salsa all the time. This is actually onion and bell pepper, and this one I have onion and jalapeno. I have a half of an onion in there. I love my fridge mates because I can literally put my stuff in there. You figure out which column to slide your vent over to keep it just the right amount of oxygenation and freshness. Your fruits and veggies last forever, and you don't have to keep buying them. That's why I'm like, what do I have in there? I haven't even had to buy like produce and stuff lately. So anyway, I'm gonna take my potato and just kind of shave it on a mandolin. I'm gonna take some of this onion and the jalapeno, I think, and a little bit of the bell pepper, and I'm gonna put it in my chef prep. See, I always have it right here because I use it so much, and I'm just gonna kind of give it a quick fine dice in there. It'll only take like seconds because it does it so fast. And then I'm just gonna kind of rough chop up some of my Canadian bacon. I'm gonna put all of that in the Micro Pro Grill with the lid on the casserole setting so that it sets all the way down and presses on top of it. And then we're gonna get it in the microwave. So let me do this prep work and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. And then I think like when it's almost done, I'm just gonna scramble some eggs and pour it on top and pop it back in with some cheese on top. And we're gonna see how this comes out, right? Everything's trial and error in cooking. And if not, I really didn't spend that much. I just pulled out what I had in my fridge and put some breakfast together. All right, let me do some prep work. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I thought I would just unpause it really quick while I show you literally how easy it is to use this chop and prep. So basically, I just cut off a little piece of the onion because I don't need that much. I'm just making enough for me and my son to have some breakfast. Just peeling the skin off of the onion because nobody wants to eat the onion skin, right? It's like Shrek says, onions have layers, right? Okay, I just dated myself. Shrek's pretty old movie, but I'm 42, so it's fine. So I'm just literally going to put everything in my little chef prep together. So just that little piece of onion. I literally just cut off the end of the jalapeno. I'm not seeding or deveining because if you've watched any of my other videos, you guys know that I like a little spice. So I'm just kind of giving that a little bit of a rough chop too. Just throwing that right on into my chef prep. I also just hacked off the bottom of a bell pepper. Put it right back here in my fridge mate. I'm sure I'll use it for something else later. I'm planning to make that lasagna in the Power Chef grill probably tomorrow for dinner. And I'm just going to also give that just a quick little rough chop, literally putting all of this together right in there. I'm going to put my little... Oh, I never mentioned this. I don't know why. So it's really cool. The chef prep comes apart so you can wash this. It's got, I don't know if you could see, like right here on the edge, this little lip here. And then let me find it on here. It's got a corresponding little lip on here that you just snap right back together. It's super easy to take apart too to clean it. You just use a butter. You probably don't want to use your knife, but you just put a butter knife in there and like go boop, and it opens right up so you can clean it super easily. All right, so now I'm just gonna take this little octagon here, put it in the octagon of the chef prep, and then there's these little notches on the sides right here. So these little grooves, you just want to line them up and then give them a twist to lock them in place, just like that. Then on the bottom, it's got a little rubber mat. Just put it down on your counter and give this a few pulls. The first one's always, you know, probably not set it on my cutting board would be helpful. Anyway, so I have my stability, put my hand on top. The first pull's always the hardest pull because you got to get it going. But then literally you just need to give it a few pulls and you've got diced veggies. I do like to try to give it a shake. I don't like tell you to do this in a manual or anything, but I just like to make sure that everything gets diced up. And then look at that. In seconds, I have diced onions, jalapeno, and bell pepper to put into my little quick casserole that I'm making. All right, guys, I'm just going to shave this really quickly on my mandolin, really thin. I would show you that, but mine's not a Tupperware one. I just have a cheap one that I got off of Amazon before I started selling Tupperware. So hopefully I'll get my Mando Jr. because it's got some really cool features too that I like. I can't tell you how impressed I am by Tupperware. All right, so I'm just going to use my mandolin, shave the potatoes pretty thin. You could cut them thinly with the knife, but mandolin makes it so easy. All right, be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys, while I'm doing this, I just have to unpause this and tell you, I can't wait to order my Tupperware mandolin because this one is so not easy to use. The Tupperware one has a cool little stand that, like, you set it down, it holds it there for you. The Tupperware one, sorry Amazon if I'm giving your product a bad review right now. This is not an Amazon product, I just bought it on Amazon. The little guard here doesn't stay. So like if you go to push it out so that you can grip it onto your potato, know that you're probably going to lose this top piece. The Tupperware doesn't do that. And it's got these cool little forks that come out so that you can easily grip on to whatever you're going to use on the mandolin. Mine does not. And I haven't actually used this mandolin in a while because I'm pretty good with a knife. But for this, I want my potatoes to be really thin. I can't tell you. I don't have one, so I can't do a demo on it yet. Go find a YouTube video or go to Tupperware's site and watch the video on the Tupperware mandolin. Watch me struggle with this and then go watch the Tupperware one. You will be like, okay, I need to get the Tupperware mandolin because look at how hard I'm trying to get this. Like, my potato's already falling over. It's like, I want to just do this and just do it by hand, but I also don't want to chop my fingers off. So I might just end up using my knife. I recommend getting the Tupperware mandolin. It's so much more easy to use, so much more safer, so much better function. All right, I'm going to keep trying to use this, and if not, I'm just going to cut it with my knife. I'll be right back. Wish me luck. All right, guys, the struggle was real. I ended up just forgetting about using that guard thing and doing it myself, but look, now I'm wasting like a whole part of a potato. So I definitely recommend getting the Tupperware's mandolin. It will save you time in the kitchen trying to cut up this mess that I had going on here. I feel like I need another sip of coffee after that mess. Bear with me if you guys are watching. Lord help me this morning. All right, I'm gonna grab my garlic lover seasoning because again, I haven't been to the store except just to buy those few ingredients, and I did not buy garlic, and you guys know I love my garlic lover seasoning. Anyway, all right, so what I'm gonna do here, also, I always forget to mention, this is no stick. You don't have to add any oil, grease. This is also, if you're dieting, gonna be great for you. So I have some pretty thin slices, janky. I gotta get my Tupperware mandolin. Slices of these potatoes, and I'm just going to lay them flat, kind of in a layer here. Just kind of get them in there. Nothing super fancy. That's what's great about cooking too, is that you just kind of make stuff your own. It doesn't have to be anything perfect. I'm probably going to need a second potato actually, so I'll get this first layer together. I will attempt to do another tomato or potato for you guys, but I won't make you watch that disaster if that's, woo, that was so fun. Oh, also, I want to salt my little potatoes. You guys know I try not to use too much salt, and my garlic lovers is no salt seasoning. I use it, it's already got pepper in there too, so I don't have to add a lot of pepper. But when you're cooking, you should try to season every layer of food. That's what makes cooking great, getting those layers of flavor. So as you can see here, I just have the potatoes, a little bit of salt, my garlic lover seasoning, just gonna use my hands. Sometimes your hands are the best, best tool in the kitchen. I'm gonna sprinkle on a little bit of my onions, jalapeno, and bell pepper. Also, I do not recommend at this point, let me get one of my Tupperware kitchen towels, which I love and did not know that Tupperware made kitchen towels until I started selling Tupperware. I'm so impressed by all the things that they make that I did not know about. All right, so let me get some of this Canadian bacon open. I'll do this one layer. I also have to grate up a little bit of cheese. I'm going to use pepper jack because that's what I had in my refrigerator. So I'm going to chop up a little bit of this Canadian bacon here. Move my chef prep blade out of the way. I'm going to put a layer of that on, and then I'm going to put a layer of grated pepper jack cheese, and then I'm just going to repeat that step. So let me just get this kind of rough chop so I can show you what this looks like. Then I'll grate up that cheese. I won't make you watch me grate cheese. I do have a Tupperware cheese grater, and it grades way more than cheese. You can shred. How do I always get a fly? I noticed in one of my other videos there was a fly flying around me. Let me put my lid back on my chef prep because I don't want it getting in my food. A fly in one of my videos, and I didn't even notice it, and I was like, oh my gosh, a stinky fly. I hate these stinky flies. I live in Central California. If you guys know anything about Central California, it's lots of farming, lots of dairies, lots of cows, and so essentially we have lots of flies where we live. I mean, I know flies are pretty much everywhere in every state, but where we live in Central California, we get a lot of flies. It comes with the agriculture territory, and we just kind of adjust and get used to it. Okay, so now I have my potatoes, onions, jalapeno, bell pepper, and Canadian bacon. I'm going to put my little lid on this for now too because I don't want that stinky fly getting on that. All right, I'm just going to grate up some cheese, sprinkle it on, do another layer of potatoes. We'll get it layered up. We'll get it in the microwave. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm pretty much prepped for my next section here. I went ahead and got my cheese grated up. So I stopped at that point so that I can show you how these, oops, got some Canadian bacon stuck to my lid there. Okay, so I forgot to do this too. I want to try to put a little bit of butter on here. I know it's no stick. I don't need the butter. I just like butter. So if you're like me and you like butter, hey, hello, you're my best friend. All right, so got some butter on there. Gonna do a little bit of this pepper jack cheese that I grated up right on there. We don't need a ton of cheese. Yep, awesome. I'm so excited to eat this. You guys, it smells amazing already. All right, my next layer of potatoes. I can't tell you how I struggled again with that mandolin that I got off of Amazon, you guys. That was terrible. I cannot wait. I've decided that's going to be my next wish list checklist item, is that I'm going to invest in the Tupperware mandolin. All right, so got my next layer of potatoes. Sprinkle on a little bit of salt, not too much, because Canadian bacon's got a little bit of salt, but not a ton. So get on my garlic lovers. I love this stuff. You guys know that already if you've seen any of my other demos. I'm gonna put on another layer of our bell pepper, onion, and jalapeno. Don't touch your eyeballs if you're using your hands like I am. Got a couple big pieces. I'm just gonna set those to the side. I'll snack on that. I love me some bell pepper. Okay, yep. Awesome, it looks amazing. Smells so good. Yeah, you don't want to touch your eyeballs if you're using your hands like I just did, because you will end up burning your eyeballs off. And nobody wants jalapeno juice in their eyes. Okay, wipe my hands off there. Gonna get a little bit of this Canadian bacon. I am not gonna put more butter because I already put butter in. Side, and that's plenty of butter. We don't need to add extra butter. I just like to add a little bit of flavor. So I'm not going to put all of the rest of the cheese that I grated because I'm going to add eggs to this later, remember? So I'm going to add just a little bit of cheese because I want to add more cheese later when I put the eggs on. Then I'm just going to keep it covered with my other half of my paper towel sheets. I know I have that stinky fly flying around here. I'm going to put it in, I'm going to press that down a little bit. Casserole position. So that means that I have these two little sections that are going to vent on the side. I'm going to pop this in the microwave for about, let's go 6 minutes and see what happens. I'm learning. And I know, right? I just stuck metal in my microwave. If you're just watching this, yes, you can put metal in the microwave with Tupperware. The Micro Pro Grill is awesome. I have another demo video where I made hamburgers in it for my son. I made an enchilada casserole. I'm going to make another demo video where I do lasagna in this thing. It is awesome. It's got silicone little feet on the bottom, and a silicone plating on the top, which keeps the microwave waves from connecting and shorting it out. It's non-stick. It has a little ridge around the inside. Well, I guess a ridge would be raised. Whatever the opposite of a ridge is. It has an indentation around the outside of, or the inside, but on the outside edge of the Micro Pro grill. So if you're cooking bacon in it, which I did bacon in it the other day, super quick, and it drained all the grease off to the edge, so I wasn't sitting there cooking in the bacon grease. Time saving, cleanup, time saving. Love this thing. All right, so let's check back in a few minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get some eggs, crack them, and whisk them up so they're ready to be poured in there, and then pop back in for about another minute or so, and we're gonna have breakfast casserole. Hey guys, I got about a minute left in there on the microwave, but I thought while I was cracking my eggs, that gave me time to do my dishes and get everything cleaned up. If you guys saw me making my cake demo video the other day, I didn't get to show you this because I didn't crack any eggshells, and not that I did this intentionally. I wanted to show you a neat trick. So when I was cracking my farm fresh eggs, farm fresh eggs are so much better than store-bought eggs, you guys. They're so much like brighter, yellow, richer. Anyway, I said if you take the other end of the eggshell and you just, I don't have a way to like reach in here and show you guys, or like show you, but I got an eggshell in there, and eggshell is attracted to their own eggshell. So I just reached in, and I don't know if you guys can see in the light here, I'll try to move. Well, I'll just dump it out in my hand and wash my hands. You normally would not want to do this because you don't want to get salmonella. But anyway, you can see I got a pretty good sized piece of eggshell in there. Now I'm going to wash my hands. So I do not want salmonella. Let me go wash my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, you always want to wash your hands anytime you're like working with poultry, raw, any kind of raw meat, cracking eggs. You do not want salmonella. That would be horrible and awful. So anyway, microwave just beeped. Let me grab my pot holders. Now I will say that it has staple handles, and you're supposed to be able to just grab them and not have to have pot holders, but safety first, I use pot holders. So this is my first time doing this, so trial and error, everything. Let's see how it came out. I'm super excited because I'm really hungry and it smells amazing. So let's take this lid off. Ooh, you guys. And set this down because this is super hot. It's got that metal plate. I got some cheese stuck to it. There's crisp bits for me for later. But they're super hot, so you don't want to set that right down on your counter or anything because you don't want to burn your counter. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. I don't know why I took these off. I need to show you guys what it looks like. It looks so good already. Look at this. It smells amazing. All right, let me just scramble up these eggs really quick. I'm not going to add any extra seasoning to them because I already put my garlic lovers and some salt. Plus, we're using pepper jack cheese, so that's got some flavor. Just going to give these a quick whisk. Oh, and I'm using my little Vegetable smallest bowl here. They actually do make a smaller one. It's called a Vegetable Mini or Junior. I love these Vegetables because, like, if I like my thumb in here and I like was talking on the phone and I just be holding my bowl and my bowl's like not going to slip and fall. I think that's one of the coolest features that nobody ever heard me talks about. All right, I'm just going to pour these eggs right over the top. Kind of spread that around a little bit. I probably could have added an extra egg or two. This is a pretty good sized casserole, and I don't think that like you think about that. So I'm gonna just kind of pour it around. I want to make sure my eggs get all around. Now this is still hot, so these eggs are already cooking, so I'm not gonna need that much more time. Okay, the rest of my leftover cheese, sprinkling that right on top. I put it in a paper towel, so this is easy sprinklage here. I want all the cheese. You guys know I love my cheese. All right, so I'm going to get my pot holder here because this lid is really hot. I'm going to put it back on in the casserole position again. So I have my little air holes. Popping it back in, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that's it. Probably actually only need a minute and a half because like I said, those plates are still hot, and so it immediately started cooking the eggs as soon as I put it in there. So let me put this in here. Getting super hungry for breakfast. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go 2 minutes. I have an older microwave, so it probably will take those 2 minutes. While that's happening, I'm just gonna wash and put away my eggs and clean up my counter. Be right back. All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds to go. I'm super excited. I can't wait for this to come out. I'm getting so hungry. It smells amazing in my house. I got my Tupperware plates. Yes, Tupperware also makes plates. I mean, I can't tell you all of the cool stuff that Tupperware makes in one short video. I would lose you guys, and I'm trying to keep them or get better at filming them and keeping my demos like under 25, 30 minutes. Right now I'm at 20 minutes, so I'm gonna show you. It's beeping. I can't wait. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. Let's see. You guys, can you hear this bubbling? It's bubbling hot. Ooey gooey cheesy, I bet. So gooey. Now remember, you don't want to put that lid right down on your counter because it's hot. Look at this. Do you see that cheese bubbling? Just like, ugh, smells so good. I can see here though that my eggs are not quite cooked. They're still pretty runny. Like I said, guys, this is trial and error. This is my first time doing this, and I made up this recipe on the fly with what I had in my refrigerator. So I'm gonna put the lid back on, give it another 2 minutes. Be right back with you. All right, guys, so I thought while that was going for that other 2 minutes, I would just look up in the catalog and talk about the plates, because I am obviously a Tupperware consultant. So this is part of the new classics collection. Anybody who's seen my other demo, I actually don't have it in front of me, so I'm still drinking my coffee, which is, that's the noise in the background. I'm making a cup of coffee in my Nespresso maker. But one of my, I know, I feel like a squirrel, sorry guys. One of my other wish list items is the cold brew craft, because it's summertime now. So I drink my warm coffee in the morning, but by the afternoon I want an iced coffee. So I want to get that craft. That's another wish list for me, the cold brew craft. I've seen people making it on some demo videos, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get that. So anyway, these bowls here, or these plates, these are the, let me see, microwave reheatable luncheon plates. So these are microwave safe. You can put your food on in here, pop it in the microwave. They clean up beautifully. They have like virtually a no stick surface. So if you heated up something with cheese on it, it's gonna slide right off. It's only $25 for the set of 4. I can't tell you how awesome these are. I don't even use my real dinner plates anymore. My husband, my son, and myself, we use these like every day. These are also gonna be perfect for like camping. Hear my doggies barking in the background. They're playing in the living room with my son. But yeah, camping, you're not gonna have to worry about throwing away paper plates and causing more environmental stuff. That's another thing that's super cool about Tupperware, is that they really are environment conscious. Let me grab my coffee. All right, it's behind you, it's behind you. I'm gonna beep beep. So anyway, Tupperware is super environmental conscious, and they have like a line of reusable straws. These towels that they sell, they have like mop rags and cleaning rags, so you're not throwing out, wasting paper towels, filling up the landfills. Reusable water bottles. I use mine every day for work. I can't tell you how many water bottles I have thrown away, and I feel terrible about that. Sorry, Mother Nature. All right, let me take a look here, see where we're at with these eggs. Nope, I could see that they still need to go for a little bit longer. We don't want to eat raw eggs, so I'm just going to pop that back in. Probably, let's go 2 minutes. Like I said, trial and error. I've never made this before, but I don't want to eat raw eggs, and I don't want to serve you guys raw eggs. So anyway, I'll show you my my reusable water bottle. I ended up buying a Brita like water pitcher that I keep in my refrigerator, and I refill this thing and take it to work with me. Also, I don't really drink anymore. You guys who know me know my husband and myself used to drink pretty much every day. But we have started going to church, and my husband's cut way back, and I pretty much quit drinking. Every now and then I will have a beer. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a drink every now and then. So if you guys are drinkers, you go picnicking, or you like to take your wine with you, but you don't want to like worry about breaking a wine bottle, then water bottle here will hold an entire bottle of wine. So you could pour it, open it up, pour it in here, take it with you to the beach, take it with you to the lake, take it on your date night picnic. Obviously I don't suggest drinking and driving, and no overindulging and then driving. You don't want to do that. But anyway, you could fit an entire bottle of wine in here and take it with you. So Tupperware has some pretty cool stuff that I just think people don't know about. People still think that they're just bowls and containers, which they do still have awesome bowls and awesome containers, and there's some awesome specials that they put on every month, so you can get these at affordable prices. I do have a Facebook page. If you look me up, I'm Michelle Wood-Lavis. It's super easy to find. My last name is L-E-Y, V as in Victor, A-S. Oh my gosh, I just saw that I'm wearing this t-shirt. Aunt Sherry, if you're watching this video, I did not sleep in this t-shirt. I just put on a sports bra and another shirt because I didn't want to wear my pajamas on camera. Thank you so much for my t-shirt. I love it. Thank you so much for my purse. I love my purse. My Aunt Sherry and my uncle, they own the house that I still live in, and I've talked about that on another video. This was my great-grandmother's house, and I have the privilege of living here, and I love it. So my Aunt Sherry is super awesome. She sends me presents Pretty much anytime my dad goes down to visit them, he comes home with something awesome for me. And I love you, Aunt Sherry. Thank you for all my presents. All right. Ooh, oh my gosh. You guys, it's done. Look at this. Can you see? I wish you could smell it. Bubbling hot. See those bubbles? Nice golden brown on the cheese. The eggs totally cooked. Yay! I am so excited. I'm hungry. I know my son's hungry. I'm going to serve this up. California, putting my ketchup on it. Sorry, guys. If you don't like ketchup, I also have fresh salsa, but I'm going to use ketchup today. All right, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. You guys have a great day. I'm going to dig right into this. I can't wait. I'm starving. If you guys have any questions about any of the products that I have talked about or showed you today, please feel free to message me. Go like my Facebook page. You can shop directly on my link. I'll post the link in the video too. You can click on that. It takes you right to the Tupperware page that you can shop and take advantage of all these specials. All right, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. You guys have a blessed day.